Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you shall present will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Thank you.
May I proceed?
Thank you. Morning, sir.
Morning.
Would you please go ahead and spell your name for us? Tell us who you are, where you work, and what you do.
Lieutenant Scott Kearns, Prince William County Police. Last name spelled Kearns, first name Scott. I'm currently assigned to operations, Prince William County Police, Prince William County Police, and prior to that I was the Bureau Commander for the Prince William County Police Personnel Unit.
Okay. Prince William County where, sir?
In Virginia, sir.
Okay. And does the Prince William County, is there a particular name of that agency? Are you the city police, the county police? What?
It would be county police.
And does that agency normally keep records of people who apply for jobs in that agency?
Yes, sir.
Jobs, both civilian and as a police officer?
With the police department, yes, sir.
And in your capacity as the manager of the personnel unit, would you be the person who would normally be, I'll call a custodian of records of that type?
Yes, sir.
How long does the Prince William County Police Department keep the actual applications of records?
Well, in accordance with the Virginia Records Retention Act, what we do is we keep them for the mandated 3 years, and after which time it's standard practice for us to destroy the records after that period.
Were you asked to investigate whether you had any records as it relates to an application to become a police officer in Prince William County by the defendant, in this case, George Zimmerman?
Yes, sir.
Were you able to locate the actual application?
No, sir, it was destroyed.
I'm going to show you what's marked as State's Exhibit 211. And do you recognize this exhibit, sir?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What is that?
That's an extract of what we do is after we destroy, you're talking about this, the first document? Okay. After we destroy the records after the period of 3 years, we create a very cursory amount of information on the record that was to be destroyed. Basic information, name, address, date of applied, etc. And additionally, we also send out a letter for those individuals that are not considered further into the process. We send them a dated letter with my name at the bottom regarding their status, and then they're not going to be considered further.
Okay. And in this case, what was the date of that letter?
The date was July 8th, 2009.
Now, Lieutenant, I'd imagine you get a lot of people who apply.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So is there anything unusual or sinister about just people not getting the job as an officer?
No, sir.
Okay. Thank you. No other questions, Your Honor.
Thank you. Any cross?
And I would move at this time State's Exhibit 211 into evidence.
Will be admitted. State's Exhibit 211.
Morning, Lieutenant Kearns.
Morning, sir.
Your position in the police department is because you're a sworn police officer and have full privileges as such?
That's correct, sir.
Are you currently serving in any kind of investigative capacity?
No, sir.
It's more administrative?
I just recently changed assignments just over 3 days ago. I'm now the watch commander for the Western District Evening Squad. But prior to that, I was with the Personnel Bureau.
So it's not uncommon, I take it, within a given police department to change hats from time to time?
No, sir.
Maybe patrol, maybe investigator, maybe behind the desk?
Yes, sir.
How long were you in the administrative position prior to your current assignment?
6 years, sir.
So you were the administrator then at the time Mr. Zimmerman applied?
Yes, sir.
Do you have any, you have no copy of his application, I take it?
No, sir, it was destroyed.
And you couldn't tell me, for example, who he used as a reference on his application?
No, sir.
You don't have a personal memory of the contents of the application itself?
No, sir.
Because, as Mr. Vanta said, you get a lot of them.
Yes, sir.
A lot of people want to be police officers.
Yes, sir.
As did you, obviously.
I did.
So, if I understand the process then, there is an application, obviously, and then under your records retention policy, after a period of time, the actual record is destroyed and there is a brief extract or excerpt from the application, or from the process, rather.
That's correct.
In this exhibit, which is marked as 211, you are certifying here that you are the records custodian.
Yes, sir.
And that what's attached to it is a business record.
Yes, sir.
I notice, for example, that it's not on letterhead and it's not signed, and it doesn't have any more information on the document other than the actual written contents of it.
That's correct,
So
sir.
this isn't a copy then of the actual letter that was sent in the mail.
It's not the actual copy that was destroyed. That's the document that was used to create the original, in terms of later my signature was placed on it along with the letterhead.
This would have then basically been the word processing document that was printed?
Yes, sir.
And you don't have a specific memory of reviewing or signing this?
No, sir.
This is just one among other documents that are kept in the system?
Yes, sir.
And then this other page of the document, if you can see it well enough from here, just to help me know what it is this the extract you're talking about?
Yes, sir.
And in this extract, it includes, of course, Mr. Zimmerman's name and social security number and his address at the time. That would be the address at the time he filed the application?
Yes, sir.
It would indicate ethnicity.
Yes, sir.
It would indicate gender.
Yes, sir.
Is that what that means, G?
I'd have to, some of them were rather abbreviated and cryptic. Yes, sir. That's correct.
G would be gender, and then Mr., or would be Mr.,
Yes.
a guy.
Yes, sir.
Spanish,
That would be any languages spoken other than English.
so that it would indicate that Mr. Zimmerman's bilingual.
It would indicate that he stated that he knew another language other than English. In other words, we didn't confirm that, so this is all self-disclosed information on the application, and we just transpose it onto the spreadsheet. So we didn't validate anything in terms of his Spanish-speaking skills. That was self-disclosed.
I see. Well, as would be the birth date and the social and everything else. Right?
Well, some of those things can be confirmed up front through driver's licenses, et cetera, but Spanish would be an actual test that would be performed later in the process.
I see. Gotcha. And then at the end, there is a column that says COLL, comma, credit history.
Yes, sir.
Do you take that to mean that Mr. Zimmerman had a problem with his credit?
Yes, sir.
And that would be a reason why you wouldn't be accepted as a police officer?
That's the reason why we did not consider him further based on that record. Yes, sir.
It makes sense if you think about it, doesn't it? Because a police officer who has credit problems would be vulnerable to criminals, wouldn't they?
Possibly.
They could be put in compromising situations where they may make a bad decision because of their financial concern.
Yes, sir.
So if somebody has bad credit because of their age and not having a clear established work history or any number of other reasons that shows up as bad credit, he would be, in fact, was rejected.
Yes, sir.
So that would mean, I take it, that when his credit got better, or he was able to fully address that issue to the satisfaction of the department, he could reapply.
It's possible, sir.
In fact, you know of people that have applied once, been rejected, maybe applied again, even with other agencies, and ultimately gotten on.
Yes, sir.
Can I have just a moment, Judge? Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Any redirect?
No, thank you, Your Honor. Ask you to be excused.
May Lieutenant Kearns be excused? You said yes?
Yes.
Yes, thank you very much. You are excused. Please call your next witness.
Captain Alexis Carter, Your Honor.
Manager of the personnel unit, would you be the person who would normally be, I'll call a custodian of records of that type?
Yes, sir.
How long does the Prince William County Police Department keep the actual applications of records?
Well, in accordance with the Virginia Records Retention Act, what we do is we keep them for the mandated 3 years, and after which time it's standard practice for...
And nothing but the truth shall be God.
I do.
Thank you.
May proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. Morning, sir.
Morning.
Would you please go ahead and spell your name for us? Tell us who you are, where you work, and what you do.
Lieutenant Scott Kearns, Prince William County Police. Last name spelled Kearns, first name Scott. I'm currently assigned to operations, Prince William County Police, Prince William County Police, and prior to that I was the Bureau Commander for the Prince William County Police Personnel Unit.
Okay. Prince William County where, sir?
Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you shall present will be the truth, the whole truth?
In Virginia, sir.
Okay. And does the Prince William County, is there a particular name of that agency? Are you the city police, the county police?
It would be county police.
And does that agency normally keep records of people who apply for jobs in that agency?
Yes, sir.
Jobs, full civilian and as a police officer?
With the police department, yes, sir.
And in your capacity as the